It is Saturday morning. Woo! Yep. Gonna be a pretty good day overall. Yep, it's the weekend. Oh man, I'm just feeling so lazy today. But it's the power of Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. It brings out the laziness out of me, I suppose. But I'm not too lazy enough to make these videos. I'm not that lazy. Although, speaking of not lazy, I actually do kind of have a relatively busy day today. I gotta get ready for we're actually going to be celebrating my mother's birthday. I mean, her birthday was this past Wednesday on the 21st, but come on, you don't want to celebrate your birthday in the middle of the week. You want to celebrate your birthday on the weekend. Birthday weekend. Actually, it's funny because if I was still in college, I would have said birthday weekend, gonna get wasted. But no, now it's just birthday weekend. Yay! Yeah, that should be fun. Believe it or not, I guess my ex step grandmother is actually visiting. 'Cause, I told you about her way back in, I believe it was June, where she visited. That's where I made the Elvis toast. Remember the banana bread with that I toasted with that I made into French toast using her recipe, and then made like a peanut butter maple spread to go on top of that. Yep. The lady my ex grandmother, who we still love her. She's still part of our family. She actually taught me that, and I made it, and it turned out to be a real hit. So, yeah, she's visiting this weekend because, she lives all the way out in Seattle, and we only get to see her, once or twice a year. Funny enough, I think I'm actually kind of wearing Seattle Seahawks colors at the moment. Well, kind of. A brighter shade of green, but I know the shade of blue is pretty accurate, I think. Somebody let me know if I'm doing it right. But, yeah. Looking forward to that. We're going to be going out tonight. Although, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go out in Corning anywhere. Why is that, you might ask? Because this is the time of year where Corning has something called Sparkle, where all of Market Street is laden with people and vendors, and it's kind of like what Glass Fest was back on Memorial Day weekend. Remember I told you about Glass Fest? Only it takes place, at night in the wintertime. And just like in Glass Fest, parking is going to be a real nightmare. A giant one. To the point where, people are going all the way across Bridge Street, parking somewhere else, then walking over said bridge to get to Market Street. And don't even get me started on Wegmans parking. Whew. Yeah, Sparkle's actually a pretty big deal around here. But, I mean, I've been there a few times, and I really do enjoy it. Honestly, the only real turnoff about Sparkle is the fact that, it's the time of year. It's cold. I do not like the cold. No one ever likes the cold. So, there's that. But, all the great restaurants and bars are open on Corning and Market Street. There's, Christmas lights everywhere, so that's going to be gorgeous. There's like a little sort of parade going on with a few local high school marching bands. Funny enough, back when my brother went to Notre Dame High School, that marching band actually got to march there. That was really cool. So we got to see that. And yeah, Sparkle is just a really big event in Corning. But one thing I actually used to do, and this is way back when I was in middle school, because I did choir in middle school, and believe it or not, Horseheads actually has its own answer to Corning Sparkle. It's called Holidays, which is also, actually Holidays starts at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and goes into like the night or whatever. Which, again, pretty much the same thing. Holidays takes place in Hanover Square. It's like where like 5 streets like come together, and it's actually a really nice little area. I really like Hanover Square a lot. But yeah, it's the same. It's in a way, it's kind of just like how Sparkle works. Lots of restaurants and bars, and there's vendors everywhere. Lots of Christmas decorations and lights are up. It's nice. It's festive. It's great for this time of year. I really do love this time of year. I really do. It does remind me I have to break out a certain accessory very soon. Actually, a week from today, I'll be breaking out a certain accessory. What will it be? Well, you have to wait and see now, won't you? Yeah. So, you got that going on. We're actually going to really celebrate both my mother and my sister-in-law's birthday tomorrow at my folks' place. As well as technically also Thanksgiving because, my mother actually got herself a turkey, and we're going to be doing Thanksgiving, her birthday, and my sister-in-law's birthday all in one fell swoop. That should be a lot of fun. A lot of good times should be had by all. And the best part is I don't really need to worry about football to a certain degree because the team I wanted to win already won. Once again, go Cowboys. So yeah, that was, man, these last 3 days have been kind of awesome. And again, technically only 96 days left until Rita's, and I haven't been craving it yet. Yeah, normally I get like a giant stock full of stuff, but then, didn't really feel like getting much, and now I'm kind of worried I didn't get enough. Oh, I should be able to make it work. Again, I have, 96 days, and I'd rather wait until December to at least contemplate having any of it at all. Because, it'll be because again, 31 days in December, plus 31 days in January, plus 28 days in February, because next year is not a leap year, equals 90. So 90 plus the remaining days in November is, 96. So, hooray! We're, I think, 4% of the way there now. That should be awesome. Yeah. It's going to be a very, very, very long winter, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not looking forward to that at all. I can say this for myself. I don't live out in the Midwest where you gotta wait 5 minutes for something crazy to happen next. Okay, that's not really necessarily a joke. That's just completely true. I have friends out in the Chicago area. I know for a fact they'd back me up on how crazy the weather is. If anything, they'd be calling me a wuss just because of the fact that I'm complaining about the cold here in the Northeast. So, yeah. I never said it was perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That should be delightful. And, I wonder how. Sometimes I like to imagine just how crazy parking tonight's going to be at both Sparkle and Holidays. Because, I've seen Sparkle take place a lot more than Holidays just because I've only been to Holidays twice in both 7th and 8th grade, and it was totally for choir, and that was only for, a couple of hours, just because, I had to sing there or whatever. And so, again, parking should be, wait, what am I thinking? Hanover Square is like right near my old high school, Horseheads High School, so that's probably where a lot of people are gonna be. Sorry, trying. Sometimes I'm trying to directly look at like the little like lens right there where I suspect the lens is supposed to be. That's why if it doesn't really look like I'm looking at my phone, I'm really trying to look at that little like circle where I think the recording lens is. So yeah, I never really got an opportunity to explain that before. I'm trying to look like directly at the specific camera itself as opposed to my phone. I could look at my phone. See? I'm looking at my phone screen directly right now. But up here, I'm looking directly at, my, again, where I suspect the camera is. At least that's where it should be. Again, I know I'm probably wrong about that, but then again, I'm sure someone would either make fun of me or at least tell me if I was doing it wrong. So it's just like when Patrick was playing with those hooks. I sense no danger here. Man, I miss classic SpongeBob. No kidding. One of the things trending on YouTube the last few days on my feed was like the first 5 minutes from the very first episode of SpongeBob. Those were some good times. You know, it was summer. I think it was July of 2000, and 18 years later, SpongeBob is still going strong. Don't get me wrong. There have been some dud episodes, sure, but that's to be expected for any long-lasting series. I mean, then again, you have The Simpsons, which is basically, as some people like to refer to that show as, living dead. Seriously, that show should have ended like probably around 2000. The interesting fact about The Simpsons is the very first episode of The Simpsons premiered 11 days before I was born. Yes, so by a relatively narrow margin, I am younger than The Simpsons. I wonder who will outlast who first. Seriously, with how long The Simpsons has been running, I wouldn't be surprised if I'll be like 50 and it's still going to be going. That'd be really cool. I get the feeling The Simpsons is going to end like at 1,000 episodes, but they're definitely over 600 now. I mean, realistically, you would have 20 plus episodes a season, and the season takes place in the span of a year. So, by that logic, say 20 times 30 would be over, well, keep in mind, it's actually more than 20, like 25, 26 episodes they have a year. And so, you're basically at 30 this year. So, you're already at 600 and you're at 30 now. So, we're talking, if they aren't at 700 yet, they should be there very soon. I would at least give it about another year and a half before they reach episode number 700. I mean, 700 is a pretty good number to go out on. I mean, my favorite game show At Midnight only lasted 600 episodes. So, yeah. Man, I really miss that show. I think I'm going to watch some At Midnight highlights after I'm done making this video. That'll be a fun way to spend a Saturday. Just nice and bundled up in my big old, furry, there's fur in here, flannel shirt, all nice and cozy. That should be a fun day. Well, anyway, I should probably get back to being lazy. Yep, that is my plan. I'm going to be lazy today, and I'm going to enjoy it. So, hey, you can take the time to enjoy this video. Alright, I better get going. So, please like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use the support on YouTube. Follow me on the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We're going to be chilling. And as always, I am very humbled that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I am very hopeful that we all have a wonderful Saturday. And I hope for those of you going to either Holidays or Sparkle, have a good time. Stay safe, stay warm, and, make good choices. Because, there can be a little time for some celebration here and there. And as always, if you ever want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. And I'll always have your back. So take care, everyone, and have a happy Saturday.